Hello and welcome back to this week's vlog.
Well, you might notice where he came back to us wasn't where we let him go. It was actually in the field next door. He's flown over the tree line, been a bit lazy again, gone with the wind, downwind, and soared around down in the valley, waiting for us to come back for him, rather than get enough height to come back up to where we were. More work needed.
Hello vlog, we are at Icarus. I'm currently unlocking everything and I think we're waiting for a big food delivery today. So I've just fed Roscoe, the owl, and I was walking back and I thought, we haven't actually shown you an update in a while of the little pond. It's looking good. Dad and see what he's up to.
Now, we work with a lot of nice people here, and we get to meet a lot of nice people. But have a look at this old cow over here, look at her. Old cow. Bless her, she's lovely really. We're going to fly Wurzel, and what a lot of people don't realise, if you see a really well done falconry display, you could be forgiven to think, well, that looks really easy to do. But that's of course like anything. If anyone does anything really well, it looks easy if you don't really know about it. Now Wurzel here, he's been probably one of my most favourite ever display birds, with his high flying and stooping into the glove. Oh, it's like Emu, if you remember him, Rod Cullen Emu. Anyway, he's really been one of my favourite birds, but he's lost the plot a bit this year. And it's a habit that's forming. His habit is fly off, fly over the trees, lose where I am, and instead of putting the effort in to get height to find me, going where is easiest, down the hill into the valley or down with the wind, and waiting there for me to track him down. Not flying away, just getting lost, maybe only a field away. And I've been tracking him down, calling him to the glove. He's definitely now got the habit of thinking, I don't need to make any effort to go back and find Dave if I get a bit lost at all, because every single time Dave comes to me and I still get a bit of food. So we've got to try and break that habit. And when you're pushed for time and you're really busy, waiting an hour, 2 hours for him to get back up in the air and make the effort to come looking for me is obviously quite difficult, quite time consuming. So I'm going to try a different approach. Instead of letting him range out and have a good fly before I call him in, call him back in as soon as it looks like he might go over the trees, but we'll see what happens. Let's see. So his hood's off. You can see where he's going. Now he's on a keen flying way. He's very hangry. It's really late in the day. I've been flying him at all times of the day. It's very late in the day now. He's what I would call hangry. He really wants his lunch. And a bald eagle that's a bit hungry, oh, cantankerous thing, very bitey, just like when you see them on documentaries, all argy-bargy and fighting each other. And the other bad habit he's getting is instead of taking to the air, as soon as he gets a chance, he's thinking, oh, I don't know, I can't be bothered. Sometimes I have to push him off, and that often results in just landing on the floor. Because ideally with birds of prey, you want to take off in their own time. He's having a look round. As soon as he takes it, I'm going to clip the hood onto my belt and have myself a bit of food ready to call him back pretty quickly. So he's really got in his habit of thinking, I don't need to do anything, why am I doing anything? So I'm going to cast him off just to see what he does. Okay, good, he's keen to go. So he's going to go to the tree line and try and get lift. You can see there's some air down there, some moving air. And as soon as he gets above, I'm going to call him back. There he comes. Don't go down the valley. That's my sound for come back, your dinner's ready. Up! Now, just over there, hey! The other side of those trees, the land slips away. If he loses height, he's got to use a lot of effort to get back up over the trees. And this is what he's not doing. Now I called him back while he could definitely 100% still see and hear me easily. And he still turned away because it was the easy way. I just saw it at the last second before he went behind a tree, turning away. Now he's got a radio transmitter on him, it's easy to find. Here he is, look at this. But he's also wearing bells, which I can tell where he's usually. Hey! I'm going to do something different. I only ever called him back once. I'm going to go for a couple of times, just do small circuits. Fantastic. And that's exactly his job. But normally we keep him on the wing much longer, much more aerial, so folks can see him fly and soar, and then a grand finale at the end. But I'm going to go for short circuits at the moment. I'm going to go for more than one flight, but short flights to keep him in range. And you might think, well, he must love that. He'd rather fly more times, lots of little times. He wouldn't, because he's used to putting in a really good effort and getting all of his food in one go to say, blooming well done, well done. And he remembers that and thinks, oh, if I do that, I get a massive feed in one go. So he might now just dump on the floor, not understanding why I'm asking him to fly again. But let's see. Oh, it's looking good. Now remember, we're going to go for short circuits. So I'm going to tell him to keep going at the moment. No! Go on. So we can't let him come back for that, because that's him training me. If he lands on the glove and gets food, telling me I'm coming in, we're creating another problem. And that is the bird training me. When I say I'm landing, I'm coming landing, and you better feed me. Big problem with that. Very quickly, you've got a bird that doesn't fly. It flies away and comes back. Why would it fly for far if it can fly nowhere at all and get the same amount of food? Birds of prey do not fly for fun. So we've got to get him on a glove with no food. Quickly getting control of the jesses, because a hungry eagle that now doesn't quite understand what I'm asking of him. I don't want to get bitten by him, that's for sure. Right, try again. We're going to circumvent what he just did. Hey! We're going to call him back straight away, so I'm telling him, or asking him. A little bit different tack. Quickly getting hold of the jesses, controlling those talons. But with a bald eagle, and like a lot of eagles, this is the thing that can be a pain. So instead of giving him time to go in a circle and come back to me, I'm calling him back to me, and it's very different. That sound means your food's coming, not when you choose to try and mug me. He's a bald eagle. That's what they do in the wild. They're constantly elbowing each other, mugging each other for food. That's what bald eagles do. They're quite happy to do it to us. It's unpleasant. I don't really want it too much. We'll go for number 3, all of his food in one go. So he's looking over his shoulder at me, but I'm still going to call him in. Being a bit sly, I could see him looking back to see if my hand was going in my food pocket. Hey! Here he comes. Oh, back talon straight through the glove. Ouch. So if you're squeamish, look away now, because he's having chicken, but it's not cooked. And we'll give him all the rest to say, good boy, well done. It's all gone. That's it for today. All gone. Empty hand. I'm pleased with that. We changed the tack, and that's the most responsive really I've had him now for 2 weeks. I've actually had to go and find him in this field, back in the centre, sitting on one of the roofs of the shed. Losing sight, not being bothered to come and find me. We've kept it short, but we've had an eagle that's flew out on the outrun, looking back to see where I am, expecting, oh, there might be a bit of food coming quicker than normal. It could still go wrong, but I'm actually, for the first time really in 2 weeks, I'm actually quite pleased of how he's done and what he's done. So we're going to clean his beak. He's a pretty good boy. He's not hangry now. He's lost that angsty behaviour. He knows what he's done. He knows the food's gone. He's seen me show him. Pocket's empty, food's empty. And now, and now we can relax. Can we relax? And we'll try it all again tomorrow. Hopefully next time you see him on the vlog, be up a bit longer, and a bit longer, and a bit longer, pushing him back to where he was before it all went wrong. But what a magnificent beast Wurzel is. A real Marmite bird. When it goes right, you absolutely love this guy. And when it goes wrong and he's bitey and angsty and you have to go and find him, oh, nightmare. That's working with any animals. Enjoy the rest of the vlog. Remember the lovely dark Ger falcon of Carl's that we saw as a little chick? How old is it now, Carl?
He's 2 days away from being 8 weeks, so we could say 8 weeks old now, and he's fully feathered, all what we call hard pen, all the fluff's gone. He's got all his lovely feathers, back and front, all his tail's grown down, he's bulking up. So although he doesn't look any bigger, he is quite a lot bigger.
Wow. So
And
pretty much fully grown and fully feathered at 8 weeks, almost
definitely fully grown. He's all fully grown up, fully fattened up, and all his feathers down, his tail was down, his primary's down, as you can see. He's showing you all his feathers now, look.
Wow.
All he's going to do now is he's going to be building muscle. So obviously when you see him on the edge of the nest, he's doing the exact same thing there. He'll grip on tight and he'll really flap his wings in the wind, especially when he gets a breeze on it. So that's going to build muscle all on the pectoral, all on the pectorals there.
All ready for flying.
Yeah. Nice little rouse, because he's had a little flap around, now he wants to put them all back down again.
Well, that was like a yawn or a sneeze that never came.
Yeah.
Oh, it's coming. No.
He's going now. You've got camera shot.
You've flown a lot of falcons, Carl.
Camera shot.
Out of 10, for beauty alone, where would you rank this beautiful thing?
For beauty and temperament, he's top.
Top 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. He's been so relaxed and calm all the way through. Been so easy. Some imprints are quite difficult and they're quite boisterous and obnoxious and grumpy and needy. He's just been so relaxed and calm all the way through. It's been brilliant. It's been a joy to work with.
Wow, what an absolute beautiful creation of nature.
I still can't get my head around. He's only not quite 8 weeks old yet.
Oh.
Even when he does that, he doesn't make a sound, doesn't scream, shout, nothing. Just gets back up, no fuss.
Well, thanks so much for bringing him in to show us again for an update. Thanks for that, Carl.
It's a pleasure. I like showing him off. It's great.
This little bird. This is Manny. Manuel to you. And he's an aplomado falcon from South America up into Mexico and a little bit up into the United States, Texas, that kind of area. One of the most beautiful falconry birds there is, really, because most birds of prey, they're stunningly marked, but they're not very pretty colours. This, probably not as striking as a male American kestrel, but look at the beautiful patterns and colours on this aplomado falcon. Being a male, of course, he's smaller than the female. Similar looking. And he's molting now. So if you look at the feathers on his wings and back, you can see much darker feathers amongst the browner feathers. The lovely dark grey feathers are the new, his adult feathers coming through. He's a year old. An aplomado, coming from the Spanish to mean lead-like or lead-coloured, due to the beautiful colouring of the adult feathers. Here, just here, you can really see the difference in the colour from his faded juvenile feathers to his adult feathers. So he's going to have a couple more weeks molt, but he's been pulled from his molting aviary. He's been free lofted And now he's going to be tethered. He's going to have a couple more weeks being fat, molting a bit longer, and then we're going to get him back up in the air for our guests here at Icarus Falconry, because this guy, he's just silly and funny, but people love him, and he flies to anyone, and he zips around through the air as you'd expect a falcon to do. Very capable birds. Very capable of hunting butterflies and insects and grasshoppers and small lizards. But if needs be, these guys can switch it up and catch birds weighing much more than their own weight. A really agile, acrobatic species. The Aplomado falcon. Excuse the glove. He's not savage. We're about to fly an eagle next. Didn't need to swap gloves. Keep watching the rest of the vlog. Have a look at this. Evening primrose. Now some of you ladies, you will know about evening primrose. It's a lovely flower. It's self-set. It self-sets very easily. And not only does it smell gorgeous in the evening, because its flowers open in the evening and it flowers through the night, it attracts nocturnal pollinators like moths. And very quickly, during the day, its flowers wither away. And as evening approaches, new blooms occur. Every evening, more blossoms. If you look inside during the day, you can see tiny pollen beetles in there, basically not pollinating it much, stealing the pollen and eating it. That's not who it's there to attract. Really beautiful plant. I actually really like these. I've had these in my gardens for years and years. They've always come on their own and self-set. But in the evening, if we get any more warm, heady summer's evenings, and you've got these in your garden, evening primrose, oh, the smell is gorgeous. Cold and windy, not quite the same. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this week's vlog. Who knows what we'll bring you next week? We do not know for sure. See you soon.